Come on, Zori. She didn't want me to leave her, so I was gonna go somewhere else, go somewhere new. But Zori wanted to go on a walk. She said we've been doing these lives together. So, hey, Zori. It's kind of scary. She doesn't know. We don't normally come this early. She's actually a little nervous. Hey, Zori. Is this a good idea? It's a little bit early to start our live. We usually go more in the ambrosial hour. I don't think people, our guests don't even know we're here. We just surprise pop up live for them. And then later I'm gonna say, what is all this, people walking with kitty cats? But we are moving into motivation and whatever it takes to make us move, right? We're supposed to snap out of the laziness, out of the lethargicness, right? Go for an early evening walk, right? We get lazy. We don't want to, move, especially as it gets into the evening. What? But Zori didn't want me to go away. She was like, let's walk together. All right. So I decided to get motivated. Right, Zori? Get motivated. You got me to get motivated and to move so we could do our horse dance because we're committed to this, right? And it's a little bit early today for our. It's early, Zori, for our sunset walk, but we started early. We had an opportunity to see who's out there. Right? Is anybody doing their horse dance? Anybody that we met yesterday? So are you tuning in on everybody? Hi. She didn't want me to go. I was going to go in a completely different direction. And she said, no. She's like, let's go see the people that we saw yesterday. Let's see if anybody's there. Let's see if they remember that we're supposed to do horse dance. And thank you. And let's say thank you to the people who saved us from the wild pigs, from the wild boar. It was just a mom and its babies, but still, I was warned, be careful, they will attack. And so, gratitude to all the positive energy that came to me. And of course, I went through the same thing again today. How, when, how can I do my live? How can I escape? How can I make time? How can I justify it as work, without letting people really know that I am collaborating with YouTube and I am a co-creator and I have a show to do, and that there are actually people coming and watching and interested in the tips that I have to give. So the one that we're working on right now is the squat and the horse stance. Those are pretty powerful moves. And for more reasons than we think. reclaiming our power as women, as divine beings. Moon time. We're coming up on the moon time. So I do believe highly in inversion. Inversion, right? Mastering our strength, our balance, our focus, right? So, horse stance, strength, flexibility, balance, focus. Zori really wanted to be with us here today. Honestly, I was gonna go in another direction, but she didn't want to be alone, and I didn't want to get her lost. So, horse stance. We've already done what, like 3 days, right, Zori? You see how she's attracted to this lion? Yep, the motivation to move, the motivation to move. Motivation does not come first. Moving come first. So I had to get myself moving. And she was an inspiration. She's like, okay, come on, I'm gonna go with you. So this is not scary. Pressing live and sharing a life-saving tip. Simple. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to wear anything special. Most likely, you don't need any help, right? You just sort of squat down into this position. And I forgot to write soul fitness. And that's what this is about, soul fitness. These are the psoas muscles directly connected to the soul fitness. And so as we start to do this and implement this, the messages and the information will come and I will transmit it to you. You can do what you want with it. You can utilize it. You can give it a try. I'm on a 1,000-day journey, and this is part of it. Implementing the actual tools for a holistic lifestyle. So, from transforming, transitioning, implementing, movement. Thank you for being here. A little bit crooked, but that's okay. So, yeah, that is very important. Oh, Zori. She was trying to get your guys' attention. Like, I'm sorry. Thank you to all our international guests, our new people that have joined us. I love it. Sorry, I'm gonna come over again. Hi, come here, come. Oh no, sorry. Why? What did they do? She wants our affection. Okay, so what we like to talk about and what we like to do is positive movement into motivation, as well as getting outside and getting grounded, as well as getting back to nature and getting close to pets if you can. So I share some animals with you and we transmit really good vibrations so that you can uplift your energy. And if you're waking up or if you're in another country and getting ready for bed, then still we promote movement to release stress. We promote yoga, dance yoga, and then we find out that it's neuroscience, that's ancient sacred history, that the movement of the sacrum, we are the portal, we become, be and become, you know, from within. The dancer, the royal dancer, the spine, the medulla, you know, the matrix, where the thing attaches to the neck in the matrix, the medulla. So all these things are for those of us who are source players and that are ready to seek, be aware, and understand that we can become cosmically charged. We just must get out into this light, and we must look at the light. We must connect the dots, right? So the iris, the sun, the soul. Challenge challenge ourselves and ask questions. Why would not looking at the sun, why would not that be something we shouldn't do? Of course, not all day, all the time, but it's a source of energy, a direct link, a direct cosmic charge. If the sun can run material things, if it can run a computer, if it can run, then yeah, it can run you. So get charged, let's get charged. Let's get solar charged. And the best times are the evening ambrosial hours because it's filled with the day and all the energy of all the world, and yet it's got a special filter over it, an ambrosial light that's calming and reminding to tune into the body and to come down to a place of rest and well-being, a place of assimilation of the experiences of the day, and a place of letting go what doesn't serve us, to listen to our bodies and to feel what's vibrating, because that energy that has been given to us or imposed upon us, that energy is very powerful, but we don't have to keep it on us. We can actually wash it off, and then we can also use Palo Santo, and we can let it be taken off through smoke. We can use sacred sound vibration, singing bowls, the little bells, 432 hertz music, your favorite sounds, Mystic Village, and things as such, for calming the nervous system, the vagus nervous system. So Zori, we have to thank her. She led us here to this place, and we're gonna do our tree, right? So we start anywhere we are is good. Tree pose. So we can start right down here, tree. We can go here, and then if we're able to, we can come here. And this is balancing our hip flexors. Okay, so find out where you are. Bring it forward, not too much back. Okay, so you might realize that your other side is a little bit different. You might want to check your balance. So yeah, left side is different from the right side on different days. So am I good on this side, right? And it's okay. I'm actually working on recovering this knee. That feels really good for me. I can see how it feels to go a little bit further. Mm. See, there's a lot going on. I need to straighten out my foot and press it into the ground. I should not be wobbling. I think I just need to stay there. Pulling in and up through the mulabandha, through the lower abdominal walls. We're working on the thigh, we're working on the glutes, we're working on the lower back. All these muscles are strength in our core, right? Wow, I'm starting to really sweat here. Thank you for being here with me as I move into motivation, as I get inspired from my live stream, as I am brave and bold and choose to be here with you as a partner with you too, becoming a co-creator of this show, of this holistic lifestyle dance medicine show. Let me just see. Wow, we've got some people here. Angel, Angel Salazar, ¿hablas español? Sí, yo hablo español. Vamos. I have Ángel, okay? Y también tenemos alguien, I don't know, from a different country, which I love. So tell me where you're from. You know, is it Arabic? Is it Indian? Is, Hindi? Is it, are you Jewish? Are you, Israeli? Are you any country? You know what? We're all good here. Gracias para su mensaje, Ángel. Hablamos Spanglish, como, está bien. Yo entiendo, yo hablo poquito como de todo. Tengo amigos de Argentina, de Puerto Rico, de México, de Chile, de Colombia. Bueno, así, everybody is welcome. My Spanglish, okay? Y I have music in my head, all right? I'm usually doing dance yoga, but I need to get my own equipment so that I can do it all the time. Zori came with me, my little kitty cat. She always one or three cats usually take me for a walk. They're like, "Come on, get out, get out! It's time to do your evening exercise. It's time to go live to practice on your on your station and mm, allow and know, let your international guests know that you're here and that you're implementing what you tell them. You know that you're doing it. You're living the lifestyle, right? You're getting grounded. You're doing sun gazing. You're drinking your water. You're implementing all kinds of healthy fruits and vegetables and local and organic. And we've got, look, I was actually going to do a bean, opening up a bean box, a bean unboxing for you. But they're not just any beans, they're really good beans. And I want you guys to get into more beans because they're filled with protein. And anyone like me who's trying to gain some weight, they're really good. They're Rancho Gordo beans. So I need to do them soon because I need to eat them. So I keep like not eating them. I'm like, I'm gonna save them. I'm gonna do this grand opening. I know I do these crazy styles, like I'm physically, literally working out, but yet at the same time talking with you. I am definitely on the eccentric side. So anyone who does join me, I know that you are definitely an artist, performing artist, a quantum thinker, a source player, a thought leader, as they call it. We are very resourceful. We're ready, willing, and able to co-create as opposed to debate, collaborate. And I'm definitely on the positive. It's all about the positive. Although, don't get me wrong, hay una línea fina entre buena y boluda, right? Hablas español. Ok, ¿qué más? ¿Qué más? Yes. Bueno. So yeah, we made it for our evening walk. Again, I'm going to say there's several moves that I would like us to implement into our calisthenics, our workout, our yoga dance, whatever it is that you're calling it. It's just moving into motivation. It's moving for fitness, dance, medicine, and you can start anywhere you're at. But usually, what you're learning today is not for today. It's for the coming months, the coming years. Which, next thing you know, you're right there, and you're like, "Oh shoots, what did she say? Do right?" So just keep popping in, tuning into me, checking out my other lives, and I'm going to repeat them, all right? One of them is for balance, for mental health, mental awareness, balance throughout the body, right? So this would be a physical move called tree. I'm pretty sure everybody knows tree. So this could be tree, right? This is it for you. You have to stand with your arms out. You have to stand like this for a long period of time, and that's it. That's it. You did it. All right. You do that for 3 minutes, but then you want to take it further and you want to bring up to like one leg. So you same thing. You can put your arms up wherever you feel comfortable at your heart. You can lift it up to your knee if you're there. All right, pulling in and up through the mulabandha, tightening up the abdominal wall, tightening up the glute, pressing the heel into the ground, right? Taking it to the next level, really working on balancing the hips. This is a spinal adjustment move, pulling in and up through the mulabandha, breathing, pressing down through the heel, tightening up at the knee. So here we are, tree. And of course, we can go further, right? So, but we're starting very simple, right? So, tree is definitely mandatory for balance because the mind slows down if you're focusing on the breath, right? Okay, what's going on? Can people see, or is it just so focusing on the breath in through the nose? Listen. Oh, sorry. Just Horstance. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Maybe you can't do that yet. Maybe you have to breathe in through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Or you haven't learned. But wherever you are, just start to take long, deep breaths. We can always refine how you breathe as you grow. Right? So don't let that stop you. There's no more time for excuses. We must save our lives. We must reclaim our physical well being. Health is wealth. We must reclaim the divine secrets of our own body and our own mind, the sacral. This is the sacral. This is, as far as we have learned, if you've heard anything, it's that you hold emotions. That's about it. Emotions in the hip area. It goes way further than that. The psoas. The soul is in the psoas. So we're gonna unlock that. We're gonna learn together because I'm learning as I make a commitment to share and do the work with you. The information is appearing. It's like they say, seek and ye shall find. And the divine is within, and it is our birthright. And so this opportunity to communicate with you, to have a chance to leave more behind than booty, I'm going to take advantage of that. So that when I get there, wherever there is, and as they say, we look down and we say, this is what you did with the gift, with the magic, with the science, with the use of all. I'll be like, what? Oh, I did that. I'll be like, yo, I woke up. So That's what it's about. Hollering out to all our source players, co-creating, uniting universally now that we can, internationally, cultures, uplifting each other, the ladies, inspiring each other to bring back some grace and some gratitude, our nurturing ways, you know, to bring back the chivalry, the caballeros, the gentlemen, let's play a little bit differently and let's activate. Let's activate the higher self that takes commitment, that takes discipline, that takes focus, it takes integrity, it takes character, it takes the words of a storybook, it takes the words of a epic, of a novel, of a cinematic masterpiece. It takes us becoming those leading people, those leading players, by embracing that language and those attitudes and that commitment and that focus, even when it seems that no one is noticing, even when it seems that no one cares, even when it seems that the social proof, the numbers are a challenge. But don't forget that we fill up a theater. You, I, the ones that join me, we fill up a Boeing plane already. In fact, we probably have to turn some people away, when we're leaving for our retreat and for our events, because they thought it wasn't, oh, no big deal. It's not enough people. Oh, well, yeah, it is. There's enough people to fill up the plane, and you didn't reserve your spot early enough. So, we should be really proud of us committing to this journey and claiming this space, this platform, YouTube, and I as a hostess, as a co creator, as well as the theater. The theater is packed. I mean, all the front row is packed, all the balcony is packed. Yes, it's a small theater, it's an intimate theater. It's for VIP, unique, quantum thinkers. It's not the common, right? The common, we know what's happening in the common, and it's not you, right? There's plenty of that. The lower, we are here to raise the lower. I'm actually sweating. Wow, that's good, right? That's the point. It's coming out and getting some exercise, activating the system. Hablas español. I love all people's languages if they speak with kindness and they speak with character and they have, people can be scientific, they can be whatever they are. You see what I'm saying? But as long as they're willing to share it with respect, then that's all good. That's why we're here. I don't want anybody to be the same. We'd be completely bored. I like it. I look, now that I've gotten into it, I'm subscribing to other people, not necessarily, I'm just like checking out uniqueness, creativity, ingenuity. There's genius out there. People have some amazing messages. They have studied with some unique people, and I think we're blessed to have access to what we want to find. And so for me, as I activate the horse stance and learn about the pelvic and the psoas area, the soul, the gateway, it's very exciting to know that divine destiny does exist. We do what we do, and we find ourselves in the right place at the right time. That's what someone just said to me. Someone just said to me, actually, a co creator, she did a whole video on it about how powerful that statement was for her, that you are at the right place at the right time. You are exactly where you need to be. And I do believe that. I really do. And right now I'm here grounding with you, sun gazing, implementing power moves. Okay, so since we're here, the other power move is plank, right? Plank is very powerful move. So I would suggest that you start implementing plank into your life. You see, basically you have your feet there, you have your body is in a not upward position like this, but a plank. Okay. Pulling, and this is activating the whole body. You're actually activating the pressure points in the fingers, the hands, your, as you can tell, the abdominal muscles, the arms, you're pulling in and up, the legs. Plank is a very powerful position. Their sword's gonna knock you down. Sorry, don't knock them down again. So you can do regular plank, and then you can go take it into side plank. Very good. Oh, don't fall down. Sorry, why are you leaning? Sorry, sleeping. She's totally was leaning on you guys. She's so relaxed. She's like, you guys do horse stance and I'll do cat pose. So anyway, we were doing the plank. Yeah, and you know, we shouldn't be jumping out of positions for no reason. Whew. I'm a little bit used to it, although I'm trying to focus on alignment way more, like not doing things like that, like just jumping out of a position. But I have done a little bit more of that. So in terms of yoga, dance, yoga. Okay, so remember your plank, front plank, your side plank. Balance and strength, right? This is what we're working on. Also, cobra. A little bit. Oh, that's kind of slippery. Sorry, why are you so mimosa? You need mimos today? Muchos mimos. I'm really sweating. Oh, there's a lot there. I don't know who could see what there. Sorry, which way should we move? This way? You hear the birds? This is our music today. Music in our mind, the music of nature. If you have an animal, you should definitely listen to them purring. You should listen to them purring. Can you hear her? It's beautiful. Sorry, do you hear that? Are you purring for them? Yeah. Oh, so we're learning and we're growing. We're learning to do our lives without being too shy and como se dice vergüenza. Because I don't know. I mean, this is like weird, right? Filming yourself, being the cinematographer, being the no makeup artist, stylist, and all of that, and just kind of. Some people really do an amazing job. They really do, and I'm going to be one of those people one of these days soon. I have been doing a job for a long time, which went from zero to everything, learning everything, to finally pressing live and finally being right here in front of you like this, which is kind of kooky, especially when I found out what's happening. A lot of people are being challenged with their lives. Okay, so we did it. We're here reiterating the importance of moving into motivation for what, right? Not just for physical reasons to look good, to lose weight, not those reasons. Actually, I'm on a weight gaining journey. So there are some of us that are on that. But it's more of a balancing of the mind and the body. So we just finished mental health month, but that doesn't go away, right? The mental health continues on whatever month it is, mental health awareness month or not. And the key is that I believe that everyone has some type of mental things to deal with, right? Because we're overwhelmed. All of us, we have been, what's it called, with our food. We have toxins and overloaded with sounds and subliminally programs with commercials. If you ever watch anything, be really careful. Shut off the commercials because it's like by the end of the commercial, you're going to have something. Seriously, you're going to wonder, do I have that? I might get that. Or did they? I better check. So this subliminal planning and programming and stuff, we need to take our responsibility for that. And so this movement, these specific moves to detox our body, to create dopamine, serotonin, to release cortisone, which are the stress hormones. That is what movement, dance movement, shimmying, shaking, Horstance, that's what these things do. It is actually said that if you learn to do the royal dancer, you can actually experience the cosmos. So I'd like to do that. Why not? Are you a little bit scared, Zori? Yeah, because we saw a wild pig here yesterday and its babies. So I came earlier today, so I'm not here in the dark again. So yeah, these moves that we are doing are for our soul fitness, really activating our and initiating our own power, our balance, flexibility, our commitment, our focus, our determination, our use. Oh, sorry, you keep knocking them off. Why'd you do that? our use of our own willpower and our imagination, right? So I imagine, even though it's not perfect, it's very imperfectly perfect. My live streams, my pop-up lives are definitely imperfectly perfect. Mm. But one thing is for sure, we're moving and we're doing it and we're exploring and we're being resourceful, right? And Dory's with us, so how could anything be wrong? We have a cat, black cat, that loves us. Sorry, guys. Soon we're going to end the shenanigans of the falling down. We're going to get something professional. That's what I mean. The time has come. I know you guys keep falling down. Sorry. Aren't we doing that soon? Aren't we getting one of those things that we can actually stand them up on the gimbal? It's called. Aren't we getting more professional with our filming, our popping up surprise lives? But we actually kind of told some people we put like a little short out, right? We're gonna do that again. You like that? Like live stream, put your bell on for the live stream. Pop in and pop out. If you like it, stay. If you don't, you gotta go. I get it. I think it's exciting. Because if I don't, I know what's gonna happen, right? But if I do, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know who's gonna join me. I don't know what new international guests I'm gonna have. I don't know what YouTube is going to say as they continue to inspire me and tell me that, yes, they like you, keep going. You got so and so many hours and so many, we're filling up jet planes, we're filling up theaters. I got so and so many that keeps returning to see the wackiness, the specialness, the uniqueness, the nature, the surprises with animals that pop up, the beans, the boiling beans, the hot pot of soup, the egg and mayonnaise and honey mixtures for the hair. I got those things going on. I've been doing this now. It took me years. It took me years. I just kept thinking about it, saying, I'm gonna do it. And I kept looking, and I was, I had gone off grid. I've gone off everything because I wanted to do my yoga teacher training and my yoga philosophy and my Ayurvedic information and it's like, I found the answers to life, and I was like studying left and right, and then it was like, what the frig? Where is everybody? I mean, it just got kind of like, I wasn't ready to go in a cave, and I still wanted to listen to hip hop music, right? So we said, what are we gonna do about this? We want to live. Tell them, sorry, right? We're like, but we gotta live with awareness. We don't have to stop living. We may have to stop drinking. Why have to stop getting little captain in us? We're like, what the frig? Why did they tell you that? Why? It's like, why do they keep telling us we deserve it? You deserve this Bud Light. You party, you worked hard, you need to party hard. But the thing is then when you party hard and then they kick you, then they kick you out. Then they call you, you're a drunk, you're a lush, I was like, what the frig? So had to get all that in order. And then realizing that it is our choice. It's our choice. It's our choice. What are we putting in our body? I did this whole training, this whole yoga training. And I was so proud. I was like, I'm going to show this teacher, I am going to show that I can quit, that I have control, that I have willpower. So I quit alcohol for like 4 months, you know what I'm saying? Like before the teacher training, because I was like, come on. Right? Tell him, right? He wasn't impressed. That's not, it's just like, okay, you know, did you quit the desire? Did you quit the desire? Did you just like, so I was like, oh, he was not impressed. So yeah, I was like, okay, so I have the willpower, but is that it? Like to quit for a little while to prove something to somebody else. But it wasn't about that. It's about who am I to myself? Who are you to yourself? So when I share the things that I share with you, you can choose to utilize them. You can choose to write it down. You can choose to save it for a time where you might really need it. Like the breath of fire, I teach you that in several different clips. The breath of fire is a diaphragm breathing right here that can literally warm you up, warm all your nerves up, your nervous system, your whole body. So if you're actually physically cold, it can help you with that. At the same time, it will calm your nervous system, it will calm you down. All right. And at the same time, it actually activates you so that if you need to be thinking with awareness, thinking quickly, you need to be all those things. This breath will do that for you. So I share all kinds of tips. That breath is right here. That's called breath of fire. I know you've heard about it. And you breathe really strongly. Rhythmic diaphragm, focusing on the, I know it might sound funny if you have problems with sounds, your body making sounds. You might like air might come out, you might have to burp. I'm already like, hello, the burping thing. I think it's funny. So, of course, don't, not in a restaurant, not when you're dressed like a lady. But when you're doing your yoga exercises and you're literally here to release old stale air. So whatever's trapped down there that you don't get out is going to cause discomfort, pain, stress. So I wouldn't worry about it. I would be more concerned with being comfortable and being healthy. So a lot of our discomfort, our mental stress and discomfort actually comes because we didn't do the physical work. We stopped doing the movement. We, got out of high school, out of college, and we stopped doing the activities that keep us healthy, even the silly things that we didn't know why we did them and people made fun of them, but that was keeping us healthy. Like me, I was always bouncing and shaking and, you know, like literally. And then you come to find out now in tests and studies, neuroscience and quantum and Harvard and Albert Einstein College in New York and Dance for Health in Australia, they're literally saying that you can actually reactivate, you can clean the lymph nodes yourself by this vibrating move, that the bottom of your feet have pressure points. You can do lymph drainage by bouncing. Okay, so shaking out all these things, you're like antsy person. Oh, they said, oh, she's got ants. She's a jumping bean. You know, thing, she can't stop moving. Wow, well, that's come to be out great for me. And so, same thing. You have habits, you have things, you have traits, you have um, things that you love to do that people are like, what the frig? You're like, well, you found your life force energy source, right? Maybe it's not for them. Maybe theirs is with the drum, beating that tribal drum, which sends that vibration right through their body. You see. So doing this kind of moves, I didn't understand. Oh, why am I dancing? Why am I doing that? Oh, I am naturally. you know naturally shaking and lymphatic drainage and stuff I didn't even know about. It's like I didn't go to the doctor, to the science class. I skipped out, skipped out so I could be dancing. You know what I'm saying? So there are wonderful things to learn. There are great things that you thought you might never be interested in science, in math. There's heart math now. When I finally decided I'm not going to be afraid, I'm going to change my poverty consciousness, right? We can change our poverty consciousness. We can make these choices no matter where we grew up, what happened to us, no matter our color, no matter our country, no matter our age, right? Those are the big ones, no matter our hair texture, our tone of our skin, right? The ridiculousness of the debating and the arguing and the things that are going on to save the ego is absurd, really. But the source players that have been activated, that know the absurdness of it, that's the distraction. That's the distortion, you see? Because if we get involved and if we're absorbed in it and if we get into uh, as we do live streams or scroll live streams, if we get sucked into the negativity, the debating, the ranking, you know, you that's the game. See, so I'm gonna try my best. I mean, sometimes people put us to the test and we say, oh yeah, oh really? And then we think we didn't get affected, but we did. So and so said this, so and said that. But honestly, if we're here to win, right? Are we gonna let a few words or some distractions keep up keep us out of the game of winning? And if health is wealth, and if that means that we have to choose to move, and we have to make time in our lives and say to somebody or people or the whole family, listen, I have to go for my evening walk, and that is going to help you because I'm going to be a saner, happier, healthier person, that you do not have to drive to the ER. I know that's extreme, right? But it's true. If we don't take care of ourselves, all the uh, toxins we've put in our body and all the chaos we put in our mind, it actually adds up. And then one day, boom. And I know you've seen it. I know you've heard it more and more, like, especially after a certain time period, right? More and more people. our younger people are having issues with their hearts and are literally their lungs and their breathing and all kinds of things that are not actually the norm, let's just say. So I would definitely suggest looking into what you're eating, what you're drinking, and realizing that that is what's affecting your health. It's not that you're old. You know, you can't be old at 28. You cannot be old. You know, 2.8. Think of it. It's a very, very, very low number on a scale of 1 to 10. And we would never consider that high and what would it take to consider it a high number in any other way? Why did we do that to each other? So we need to take that word out of our vocabulary. We need to change our language. And I say we need only the ones who want, who desire, who choose to be inspired, to uplift, to move, and to live, to be alive, to reclaim their birthright, their youthfulness, their innocence, because you know that that has nothing to do with maturing, right? You, it, that's the thing. It's all been a tricky, tricky trap. So we need to reclaim that and replay in a different way. All right, because man, whew, life is good. We've got greatness here. ¿Qué es eso? Yeah, squat challenge. That's right. Squat challenge. You know what? I'm going to put that there. We're going to do the squat challenge. I'm just building up to it. Thank you so much for joining. Join us as we grow on this 1,000-day journey, and it's fitness from the soul fitness, really, right? So from within the body, the mind. Yeah, we want to look good. Yeah, we want to get toned under our arms. Yeah, we want to have some bicep. Yeah, we want to have rounded shoulders. Yeah, we want to have a good décolletage, whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying, right? And this area here and this area here, we want to have that all from like jump to the end, right? What I'm saying? There's no reason to go down, 28, 29, 30, 35, whatever it is, right? We are here and we need to be our best, and we can reverse things that have, let's say, maybe just kind of we let go a little bit. So taking it in, we want to have that abdominal. And I'm not saying skinny, I'm petite. That's just me. I'm tiny. I want to have a little bit more carne, viste, carnecitas. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put on a couple pounds. I like women that are full figured, that are healthy and happy wherever they are. Health overweight, health overweight. Excuse me, I have to drink some water. As always, I'm talking more than I expected. That's what you do to me. That's what you guys do to me. When I go live, I come alive. So yeah, drinking water is a big part of the plan. Are you drinking your water? Your water is a big, big, big part of the plan, okay? So importante. Let's switch over. If you're a soda drinker, I don't hardly ever drink soda anymore. Every once in a while, but like I switched over to water. Woo! You're like, get out of my throat. Okay, so yeah. So water, simple. Are you switching over to a holistic plan? Are you trying to implement more holistic living? I know that a lot of time people think it's much more expensive, it's really challenging, but we're going to keep it simple. I've got simple, yeah, simple works. complicated is not going to work. We're not going to do it. So whatever I'm sharing with you is no stress. No stress. I really want you to be contento. I want you to be happy with what you're doing. I want you to, when we dance, we're gonna you're gonna choose the movements that work for you, right? But you know that we're moving our rib cages. We're moving our rib cage, right? What we're getting is flexibility in our spine, flexibility in our mind. We're opening up our psoas, our hip area where emotions are held and hidden. That's where the soul, there's keys, there's doorways, there's portals. Like as women, we are the portal. We have been distracted. That information has been hidden, distorted. We have been what's the word the women say? We've been bamboozled, right? So then it's like, oh, what are we doing? Why? There's no need for the battle against the man. The battle that is a distraction from our own feminine divinity, our own power. That with that power, we already the game is done. We are the beginning and the end, the nurturer, the birther, the creator, and then we have the co-creator, right? So that battling, and we are the same, we want to do the same, we want to, it's that's a distortion, a distraction from the real power, which is the sacred divinity, the gratitude, the grace, the nurturing, that special unique place that warriors and kings would go to wars for. She would do it her way, but not the same. The rulers, the queens, the princesses, the sorcerers, the mothers, Mother Earth. So there has been a disillusionment, a distortion, a separation from the royal dancer within, the alignment, the sacredness, the queen. Like the queen bee. She's not out there fighting. She has the whole. They're all doing it for her. They making that honey. They're flying in and out. They're protecting her. She's not like, other I'm gonna put on another outfit. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna show that male bee, you know, nah. She's up in her. So yeah, so all my royal dancers, all my royal warriors, I'm reminding you that your destiny is waiting for you. Your vocation is waiting for you anytime, any place. And I know some of us are in much, much, much more, in more challenging places. But if you're hearing this, if we have connected at all, it's because you're a source player. And so deep within your heart that you have the resources to manifest and change your reality. That there was a reason that you were put in that place and you will rise, because the hero's journey, you must pass the test, right? So I'm here waiting. I'll be here. I'll be here for us. Especially when YouTube gives us that ability to co-create on this platform. I find that to be a blessing at this point, to communicate internationally, especially when you know that there was a time where we couldn't communicate with anybody. Turkey, oh my God, buen dia. Inferno. I don't know what he said, but let's put from Turkey. I love people from other countries joining us. I love this international connection that we have. As I said, there was a time where we weren't speaking to anyone. You couldn't speak to, so I'm how quickly Some forget, right? But I haven't. I think we have been blessed. I think it's been a secret blessing for all of us to awaken to the uniqueness of being a human being and to be able to communicate with each other. Right, Zori? And to those who don't agree, those are those who want to say poopy things to us, Zori, what do you say to them? Poopy things? Poopy things. We say poopy things to poopy people. Poopy. And to good people, we say good things. Dance medicine includes silence as well, right? Dance medicine includes silence. So part of our journey will be sitting in silence together, sun gazing together. So it's not just about dancing wild and, gyrating, pumping, and, twerking and all that. That's great, and that has its place, right? But we're going to take it to a more of a sacred place to bring us healing. Because it really is healing. Dance is really medicine. Again, the main move of the month is the horse dance. So implementing it, you can start with just a few minutes, a few seconds, however, wherever you are, build it up to a few minutes. And then we can actually see where we end up by the end of our journey. How long? Some of you might know this from martial arts, horse dance, very powerful move. Opening up the psoas muscles. Wow. Oh, that's good. Oh, it feels so good. Hurts so good. Turkey, are you going to be joining us? Are you just passing through? Are you a fitness fan? Are you a health is wealth person? Are you a source player? Are you a performing artist? Are you a co-creator growing on YouTube like me? Learning to go live, learning to conversate, learning to see yourself, be okay with it? Are you putting yourself out there to reach other source players internationally to know that we're doing a source player good deed, planting this seed? Health is wealth, fitness, taking the time to move into motivation, using the body as a gateway, as a source, as you know it is. Because you know that there's a whole nother world that's you. One divine being, one divine source player, right? Whoa. Woo. That has been a wonderful experience. Wow, it's been a long time. My knee is really healing. I give grace, I give gratitude. I'm so grateful. I pushed myself. I pushed myself and I hurt my knee and I gave myself time for it to heal. So I'm able to do Royal Dancer again. So if you hurt yourself at all, have faith, go slowly, breathe. There's a reason that you have been stopped. Royal Dancer, wherever you are, oh my gosh. I'm so happy to be wherever I am because it's way better than before. Okay, the mosquitoes are starting to come out again. If you've seen some of my other lives, sometimes I talk about the soul, the sun, and I talk about the soul of the feet and the soul, right? The the soul of the feet, the soul, the sun. So there's things that we can do as simple as sun gazing and allowing our body to get charged cosmically. The moon is, we're coming up on a full moon soon, right? So that's another cosmic charge. So if for some reason you're not a day person or you can't get up super early, let's see, is anybody here? I am from Turkey. I love that. Hello, good morning. Hablas español? Sí. I don't know what language that is, but thank you for coming. I truly appreciate all of you who have spent your time with me today or any other day. I'm so glad when I say that we have an international crew that is committed to being here. So this week we are implementing Horstance into our physical movements. Horstance is very, very powerful. It's really great for strengthening not only what is obvious, the thighs, the hamstrings, the calves, but opening up the hips where we hold so much emotion. The psoas, the soul, it's the seat. It's it's a portal. So as we delve deeper into our exploration of the physical gateways to health and wealth, I would challenge you to move into motivation as you plan for your playcation. Remember, we spoke about that as well, about setting up a day where you get away, where you can be in nature like me, where you can get next to the ground, where you can sun gaze, where you can get into the water, where you can explore and feel yourself in a space that supports your well-being, and that space is nature. Nature is never going to judge you. Nature is never going to blame you. Nature is never going to tell you how you should feel. But what nature is going to do is support you in this journey of exploration, of being and becoming, by nature just being. Nature will just be and surprise you. Okay, let's see if we can move on. It's getting What's that? Just sitting in silence is actually really beneficial. So I can already feel, like, I'm like, whoa, didn't seem like we did much, but we did. Didn't seem like we did much. Wait, let's make a little clip. Did I say anything of any value? I'm always curious to see what those clips come out to be, you know? Implementing these tools, these tips, these sacred, this sacred information, sweating, letting out the toxins at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day. Either way, it's the ambrosial hour. So I'm definitely supporting ambrosial hours, which is the early day or the evening. I just put up, I don't know what country, I'm not sure what country they're from, but thank you for coming. Sun gazing, right? Moon gazing. So actually, the moon should be out sometime. Where are you, moon? There it is. It's right where it should be. The moon is right where it should be. So we're getting actually double cosmic charging. We have the sun, which is setting, and the moon, which is rising. So it's a great time to realign. Realignment is the main source of mental health, mental clarity. It's like when our body is not aligned, when our gut is unhealthy, there's disharmony. So, this is why I am doing the dance. I might have to go. I heard some calling being done. I pop in and I pop out. Mm, yeah, dance medicine, dance awareness, moving into motivation. Health is wealth. The using the body as a key, as a portal. So, yeah, if this sounds like anything that you're interested in, I'm just going to be sharing secrets, tips, tricks. You can check out some of my posts. Like, I have some of the golden rules for the Magic Power Circle. So, I'll be placing some more up there. And yeah, the Magic Power Circle, the golden rules. Those are affirmations and things you can write down that can help you and guide you on your journey. I'm sorry. I am so new at this, and yeah. Mm. I mean, maybe it's not, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a slow learner. Maybe other people, you see what I'm saying? It's not that new. I mean, I've been doing it for a while, but first I was really, really afraid, and I just would never turn the camera on myself, not like this. And then I would just, um, yeah, freak out. Like every time I went to do it, I would just freak out. Like I said, it took me years to finally decide, okay, start the YouTube channel. Okay, start to speak, start to share. Took me years. So to get where I am today, to be able to like sit here with you and speak and dance and be moderately okay with, I I've come a long way. So, gratitude to all of you who have been here with me on this journey. Gratitude for all of you who've recently joined me. And a gratitude for all of you who are going to stay for the 1,000 day journey and see where we go, see what kind of sponsorship we get, what kind of giveaways we do, what kind of interviews, what kind of podcasts, what kind of co creating, what musicians we hook up with. We've got several people we're working with right now. Check out my other music videos that I'm co creating. We got Africa in the house. We got India in the house. We got Germany in the house. We got Poland in the house. We got Colombia. We got the Philippines. We got Mexico. I mean, it just goes on and on the list. And then I think we got Turkey, at least for today, right? And Brooklyn is a place of its own. So we definitely got Brooklyn. Brooklyn is a country. Brooklyn. Defend Brooklyn. So a lot of times we play music because of our co-collaboration, which is really cool because it's a challenge to get your music out there. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm collaborating with other musicians and other authors and other writers, and hopefully at some point other yoga dance. And yeah, because at this point it's sling yoga. That's what she does. She does sling yoga. So we're meant to collaborate where I do dance sling yoga, right? And so co creating retreats, that's already happening. If you're interested in any of the above, then I would just hit that subscribe button just so you don't lose me. And yeah, so if I pop up, exchange times and this and that, you're not ready, you don't have to, you can save it, you can watch later, you can click and fast forward. I'm not that sensitive about it. I would like to have a full spectrum of international source players to work with, and I would love to have the number that is considered professionally accepted by YouTube, right? To be professional on all levels. You guys understand what I'm saying? So I am getting my numbers up. I'm totally, shoots. We went from nothing, right? We have nobody. And now look how many people we have. Very unique, super cool, super beautiful individuals. How cool is that, Zori? A lot of times when I think I'm not going to speak, I end up speaking a lot. Might as well, right? Because later when I'm not with you, I'll be quiet. Quiet. And you'll be quiet too. Yeah, squatting challenge. It's on. Inversion challenge. It's on. Inversion challenge, squatting challenge, horse stance, plank. These are the moves that we are implementing. I am so grateful that I can bend my knees so much. I have one of my videos, the music in my head. You make me want you. You make me want you. That's from my latest short. I like it a lot. I don't know. Someone left me a comment. They thought it was really cool because they know what it took for me to do that. They were like, "Oh wow, I figure out some things." It's not that it's like, oh, it's not like oh my god, no. But for me to create something and like have a mix and put some other, you know, visuals in there, that's pretty cool. So I like it. It's a clip from one of my lives of working out, and that's when we started to do the bar work. So we're gonna be doing the bar work. So the video has a clip of it, and I was like, na 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 na, and I go, eh, eh, da na 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 na, da 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 da. You make me want you. You make me want you in the worst. I wouldn't mind to be able to play it for you now, but I cannot. Billionaria, billionaria, billionaria. Estoy mixing billionaria con el shepherd goat, con you make me want you. So es un mix. Releasing tension in the body. So I do more of dancer workout, dancer yoga, incorporating moves from dance, incorporating moves from yoga, incorporating freestyle. I just sort of feel it out, what feels good. How does my body want to move that day? I do a lot of bird, a lot of, you know, this. Okay, this is also really, really good for the lymph nodes. So very simple moves, really, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to do a whole get ready and go to the gym and make it like I'm gonna do this whole workout. We could just sort of stop where we are, and maybe we have 15 minutes and no one's around, and we can just start to rotate our arms and we move them forward, and we know that we're actually activating the lymph nodes here, which helps with drainage. We can actually just shake and say to ourselves, okay, we're removing that energy, that stale energy that um, I got from speaking with so and so today. Maybe you had a conversation that wasn't as positive as you like. So you want to shake, 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 shake that energy off, right? Maybe you want to just kind of punch it out, right? We do those moves. We do those moves in another video where I teach you about the punching it out. Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. Punching it out energetically. Sorry. Thank you for your patience, everybody, as we figure out what's going on here. But yeah, there's always something that you can do to release yourself of that energy that came to you during the day, whether it's something that you wanted or something that was imposed upon you. And it doesn't have to be a big workout. It really will make a difference. Even if it's just like, we always think we don't have enough time, but honestly, just a few minutes is really all we need to change our our energy, to change the direction of things. What's the next question? Next question. Hmm. I didn't see the next question. Thank you very much. So I don't know what the next question. What would be the next question? The next question would be, I'm listening. That's what the next question is, what I'm hearing. So the next question is, what's in front of you? What can you do to feel better? What can you do to release the stress and the tension of the day? Zori can just relax there. Right, Zori? We can just take that. See how she's just laying there? It's ambrosial hour. Animals, they have this way. We think that they're just wild and they're just running around. They're just chasing everything and like destroying things, but that's not so. They're listening to nature as well. And they don't really move too much unless they have to. Right, Tori? So, yeah, I hope that you're finding a space for yourself. I hope you're finding and making and creating, especially with the full moon coming up. You want to start to prepare your crystals. We spoke about that. Maybe start to prepare your essential oils. You know, maybe look for your what's it called? Your sound gong, your sound bowl, right? Oh, that's a big beautiful bird flying by. They always fly by at this time, right? It's getting ready to be ambrosial hour, sunset ambrosial hour. Where are you going, Zori? Are you getting ready to go? So yeah, we did our horse dance. We released a lot of energy. I just tried to show you that you can punch it out. I do have that in other videos. That about punching out what you don't need and pulling in what you do need. So that's a really good, very simple end of the day or beginning of the day exercise, right? I might be able to do it better for you. I got distracted. I was distracted because I heard the dog barking. Sorry, did somebody join us? Okay, yeah, so you can see it now, right? So basically what I was saying was, let's say it's the end of the day and you've had a rough day and you want to relax and enjoy your evening. Maybe you had a conversation with someone. This is a simple yoga technique where you actually punch it out. So now you can verbalize that. You can say what it is that you're punching it out loud. Maybe it's just to yourself. Maybe you want to punch out. Maybe you were vain vain today. Maybe you had jealousy issues. Maybe you had insecurity issues, lack of confidence. So you want to punch that out. Vanity, insanity, lack of confidence, lack of commitment, lack of focus, inability to move forward and do what I had to do. You felt lazy. You were lethargic. You had unnecessary fear. So you want to punch it out. You don't want to keep that inside. You don't want to keep that self doubt, that worry, that insecurity, that you don't want to do that. You want to let it out. Okay? So you go right from the hip and you just let it all out. You just let it out. Or if it's a person, you're upset with them, you don't want to do this physically, but you just want to say, if I could, I would just, oh, pop, pop, uppercut, uppercut, right hook, left hook, jab, you know? So that's kind of a really cool way. Gets you to let it out. It's a physical. It's working yourself, right? And allow yourself to feel that. And then you want to come do the opposite, right? So I would say do the opposite would be taking what you want, confidence and courage and self-love and grace and gratitude and a positive attitude and kind words, the ability to listen, the ability to be resourceful, the ability to see the blessings around me, the gratitude and grace for being able to move, to be here, to choose. So pulling it all in, letting it all out, what you don't need, and then pulling in what you do need. This is something simple that you can do, and that it only would take. Oh, this is actually a move, believe it or not. It's called the elephant walk. And I will do these strange things intuitively, instinctually. And then, oh, there it is. It's in yoga. It's elephant walk. It's actually really good for you. Let's do the elephant walk. This is what I mean about improv, inspiration, motivation, moving into it. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what you're going to find. But if you stay still, if you stay home, you know what you're going to find. It might be the same thing as always. It might be something new on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about for me. It's getting out, it's exploring, it's being bold and brave, sharing what I have learned on my journey. I'm not saying it's the only way, but it is a way. It worked for me. And this is what I used to tell people. I used to say, listen, just try, just search, just go, just start the journey. And it could be that you think that you're going in the same direction as me, but you're actually going to find something completely different along the way. But at least if you start the journey, you will find something, as opposed to not starting it and already knowing what you have. And obviously, you're looking for more. That's clear. So, so as we do our plies, we plie. I'm so grateful for all of you who have joined me. It's small miracle, filling up a theater, filling up a Boeing plane, developing confidence, tips and tricks to play this game to win. The spine is the key, okay? So the spine is activating. The spine needs to be realigned. So realigning the spine, activating with me, yoga dancing, you see, pulling in and up through the Mula Bandha, pulling in and up, opening up the chest, right? Activating our spine, elevating the thoughts in our mind. Oh, the cat vibing. Yes. Oh, who's that? I'm going to go ahead and say you're in Hawaii. You can go ahead and say that because you are correct. Ding, 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 ding. Mo. Let's put that up there. Yes. Are you working out? Are you releasing stress? Are you a performing artist? Where are you from? Moron. Why do you have that name, Moron? Moron. That sounds like kind of a. Simple moves to unwind either at the end of the day or the beginning of the day, because some people are in Turkey and it's morning, some people are in India, some people are many parts of the world. So these are all moves that I call moves that can be done at the ambrosial hours, which are the AM and the evening times, where the sun has its sacred energy. Ambrosial hour. These are wonderful for sun gazing, for daydreaming, as they call it, for dreaming awake, for planting seeds of manifestation. These are the in between times. This is the in between the times. This is the time where you can plant your seed for manifestation, because you're in transformation time now. Acknowledging what has been and what it will become as we transfer into a dream state. We dream awake, right? So we take what we learned from this day, we take what we've experienced, and we go into that other place, that dream state. Oh, Marcus Wells. Very interesting. Yeah, let's see, let's put that up there. That could be said. That's what life vibration does to you, Marcus. That's what the sun's rays. I don't know if you realize that there's cosmic charging and that we are using the sun to actually charge physical material things. So if we can activate a computer with sun's rays, if we could charge, and create electricity, then imagine what it does to our body. I am on something. I'm on life. And I'm so grateful for that. And what is a loon anyway? I mean, would I be considered eccentric? Would I be considered different? I would much rather be considered that than boring. What are you on, Marcus? What type of vibration are you living your life by? What are you attracting? I'm doing the horse dance. I'm focusing on the horse dance because it's going to give me strength in my thighs, strength in my hamstrings, strength in my calves. It's going to open up my psoas in my hips, which releases old, stale emotions. It's connected to my soul fitness. So I'm just wondering what that actually means. What is a Looney, what is I mean, I do know Looney Tunes, right? But everybody loves them, right? Looney Tunes. So, what is a loon? But it's okay. It's all good. I'm here to play. Playing at life, playing at YouTube. Do you have a YouTube station? Are you a co-creator? Are you creating? Are you a musician? Are you a performing artist? Who else is out there? Or do we have any neuroscientists out there? Are you a quantum thinker? Are you a thought leader? Correct. You're actually correct. Let's put that one, because that one is correct as well. It's true. You should. This, because I'm not telling you to want it all. You have to have your own brain. You have to have an individuality. And yeah, do me wrong and I'll do you right back. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. The Lord will destroy. Our creation is done and it is good. There are storms. Life is like a storm. The waves come, this too shall pass. So you're correct. I'm not preaching that, holistic means, and kindness. Those are choices. But if something real were to go down, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to stick around. I'm a survivor, and you know what I'm saying? So you're right. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's what it means to go from a hip hop party to a holistic. It doesn't mean you giving up. You're not letting things go. You're not becoming, there's a thin line entre buena y boluda, right? So, yeah, I'm just doing what works for me. Now, I don't know. I have a contract. I'm working with YouTube. I'm I'm creating a job here for myself. I'm collaborating with AI. I'm growing into the future. I just don't know what you guys are up to, really. I just trying to turn you on to something like T.I. used to try to turn us on. I didn't listen, man. T.I. told us, oh my God, he told us so long ago, girls, right? He was like, you could have your own business for real. He was like, drop shipping business for real. It was like all mixed in there in the song. We were like, just dancing. It was like my girl can have what she want. My girl can have what she want. But he was like, "Girl, get yourself your own drop shipping business." I didn't hear that. I wasn't listening that close. I was just so busy dancing. But that's okay. Everybody's got to do what they got. Sorry, are you leaving? Is it over? Did you say you? He got up. She got upset when I started talking. She's like, "Don't listen to the nonsense." Don't get involved in the nonsense. Remember, you got involved in the nonsense. You didn't like what you said. You have to delete it because, you said you weren't going to battle and then you just, got a little. All right, cool. All right, let's see who else sing. I want some more. No, I don't know. I'm going to go. We'll just put the cat vibe up there again, right? Okay, because Cat is vibing. So, are you going? She's leaving. She's like, this is enough of this. You talk to them people, and they said some silly things. She's like, we're gonna go. I got. I'm gonna improve, yo. You know what they say? Glow up. I'm gonna glow up. As after watching myself on these lives, I was like, oh my goodness gracious. So the moon. Can you see the moon? Where is the moon? Moon. No. Up higher. That's what it is. Anyway, moon time, guys. Get your crystals ready. Moon is coming out. Sorry, shall we get going? Did get bit by a few mosquitoes already. Yep, getting out into the last of the sunlight, sunset, the ambrosial hour. I just wanted to give you guys some tips on the horse stance, a reminder that we're moving into motivation, that we're growing, and that we're learning on our YouTube journey here. And I hope you will be joining me for my pop up lives more often. Right? Zori be here with us. Our adventures. Yesterday we ran into some wild boar, right? We had a wild boar experience. We had Dominique came and saved me wherever she is. I know she'll show up again. Birds. Where's all my international crew? Why don't you tell me where you're from? I know we had turkey today in the house. Sori's back there. Sori, where are you going? Should we leave? I think we should go find. I know what she wants to do. She wants to find her friends. Let's say goodbye, Sori. Let's say thank you to everyone. And let's leave them with a good note. Let's say goodbye, Zori. It was really great for you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Moving into motivation. That's what we're doing. We're moving into motivation. We're moving in the ambrosial hours. So during the morning and the evening ambrosial hours, we come out to do our sun gazing and we do dance medicine. So if you're wondering and you want to join us, dance medicine, yoga, dance moves, grounding. We pop up live. We do pop up live surprises at the beach, at the ranch. We got wild animals. We got Choinky. So check it out. Stay safe. What the frig? You stay safe. What best country there is? Is that America? You stay safe, crazy person. I'm from the best country there is. Eso es América. América, América. Eso es América. América, América. Eso es América. Yeah, okay, so you're a crazy person from Texas. That is the best country, right? Everything is bigger. Everything is bigger in Texas. Cash money, big cheese, big hat, got a Glock in your pocket. Let's make America great again. Let's make Texas a country. Let's make Puerto Rico a country. Let's make Hawaii a country. Let's make everywhere your own country. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, but you have to be like, hello, you have to be with me. If you're going to be with me, you got to be with me. There's some wild stuff out here. I got just pinched. I'm getting pinched and bit. I'm gonna have to. Mm, Friggers. That's what you get when you get out in the wild, right? You get bit, you get pinched. That's why most people don't do it. Get out and get grounded. You get pinched. Oh, shoots, man. That's enough of these mosquitoes. Yeah, so basically it takes courage. It takes a lot of courage for me to get out here to do this, to choose to share with you. You know, I did a lot of studying. I did my yoga dance. I did my teacher training and did my yoga philosophy course. I did read autobiography of a yogi, Yogananda Paramahasana. So, you know, the tips and the things that I'm talking to are scientifically proven. They have been studied, they have been tested. I'm not just making things up and, you know, crazy lady, crazy this, crazy that, Looney Tunes, whatever. You know, that's just people just being silly, right? Because anything that we don't understand is weird to us. Anyone we don't understand or we don't get their look, we find strange. We may even be afraid, like they said. But bottom line is, source players know the truth. Source players know what resonates with them. The truth is relative, right? To the situation, to your situation, to your frame of mind, right? To what you have learned, what you have gone through, what you have experienced, what you have read, what you listen to, all those things is all relative to what's gonna sound, um, what's gonna resonate with you, what's gonna sound like something. And you know, truth, like I said, is relative because you could listen to my words, you could watch my eyes, and you can say yes or no, but you have not had a chance to watch my feet, to really watch me move, unless you are on the journey with me. So if you have been or you continue to be, then even then, you only get to see a tiny, tiny little bit to be able to have judgment. You see? So that goes with everybody. Just because what they say sounds nice, or the way their eyes look, the way they look at you, you think, oh, I can trust them, or they're this or that. Nah, that's an illusion. That's a show. That's the outside. That's not the journey. You must be there on the journey. And then the way that the the actions will show through the good, through the bad. That's why, quote unquote, that's why when you have marriages, you know, it's a commitment that's supposed to be through sickness, through health, through the journey, so you can really develop and find out and know who you are, who that person is, through adversities, through the good times, through the bad times, through the mundane times, you know, because it's not all good or bad. It just is. It's a neutral. So I'm here for the long. I'm endurance. You know, that's the thing. You know, the good, the bad, the indifferent, it all is happening, and it's happened. And I've been blessed to experience it. And I'm just going to continue on that journey. So I hope that some of y'all folks join me. I hope some very interesting, cool co-creators will be working with me. And if anybody wants to, if anybody's a designer and you want a yoga dancer to rock your stuff, you know, made in the best country, you know, something handmade from Texas, and you want me to wear it and show that it's made well and it's flexible and it's sturdy and it's going to last because you are a craftsman that cares and puts value into your product, then yeah, I'll wear it. So I'm looking for some dance wear sponsorship, dance, yoga, fitness wear. If you want to collaborate with me on that, dance fitness wear, I can do it. Happy, healthy, and holy, bountiful, beautiful, and blissful. The power of being neutral. Being able to think outside the box, around the box, upside the box, downside the box, left, right of the box. You know what I'm saying? That is what it's about. Finding your space, even if it is spacey. We'll be doing less talking, a lot more moving as we are growing and getting much more confident in the dance medicine, in the benefits of it, in the fact that we are gaining weight. So silly. And you talk about me. Who is the kooky one now? See what I'm saying? I think like attracts like. So when someone, I cannot get upset if someone says that to me because they're obviously on the same page. They're loony and okay, I'll marry you. Well, okay, where shall we do this? Not Vegas, that's for sure. Absolutely no way. Absolutely not. It'd have to be maybe on a boat somewhere. Texas. I have another friend from Texas, actually. He used to come and visit me all the time. And I don't know why. Maybe, I got a little bit busy or whatever. But 71 Cowboys from Texas used to come and see me when I was doing my mucking. So we're moving into motivation. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be saying goodbye. We've been going now for a couple of hours. Our Sunday evening grounding, revitalizing, sun gazing, connecting with nature, communicating, laughing, saying silly things with people around the world. It's been super fun. I love my I love my live stream. I would like to continue to be here for you as a host. I would love to bring you interviews. I'm working on creating podcasts. I am working internationally with musicians to bring you new music. I have actual products that I would like to do giveaways. I have two actually co-creators, two YouTube women that I have specifically made handmade beautiful hats to. One, I would love to call on a live, a surprise her, and show her the hat that is for her. And another one, it's actually in another location because I hand carried it to give it to her. But I need to make these things happen. All right. So the more that you guys support me, the more that we grow, the more that YouTube says, yes, this is a goal. You know what I'm saying? To give me the space, the platform, and we get together. We manifest change. We manifest prosperity, abundance, health is wealth. We manifest retreats. All right. Yoga, sling yoga. Yeah. This is on. We manifest moving into manifestation, we manifest creating something new in our life. We manifest moving our bodies. We manifest doing what we like, when we like, because we know that it's right for us. Even though it might seem silly, it might seem something somebody else should be doing, but you want to do it. You see? Like your physical activity, you're dancing, you're dressing, you're smiling, you're laughing, your music, you know? It's your life. Someone tells you you shouldn't be doing that, somebody else, or you should be doing this, looking like that. Well, you know, shoot, whose life do you want to live? You've only got one to give. So I would say that we take back our strength. We take back our creativity. We take back our innocence. We take back our youthfulness. We take back our desire to co create and to be kind. We take back our desire to have beautiful hair and, invest time in our physical appearance without vanity being insanity, but being more of an upliftment, of giving the woman the joy, the pride, the luxury of enjoying who we have become. Why do we take all this time to get there, and then when we're there, we're just like, we're told, supposed to? This is not the case. Don't get kicked out of the race for anyone. Do not be kicked out of the race. All right. Stay strong. Hold on. Do your horse stance. Wake up at 5:30 in the morning and take your time. Get ready. Be divine. Look ugly in a photograph. Be okay with being weird. Like, look, the guys do it all the time. They're all up in our face, and everyone's like, what? What? And then, but what, us women, we're supposed to look a certain way. Oh my gosh. And guess what? If you're young and hot, poof. I'm not saying don't enjoy it, but honor it, like take that and raise that hotness, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up to that golden space, that crown, bring it to that place and really honor it, honor that radiance, honor that beauty. Save it for that special being, unique, rare. I know you're out there. I know you, unique caballeros, gentlemen, ladies, soul sisters, soft, graceful, honoring warriors of light. I know you're out there. And again, I say I will be here, and I await your arrival. I await our co-creation. I await joining the other heroes on their journey. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to our growing together on this 1,000-day journey. Leave me a message on my other videos, okay? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope you're happy. I hope you're healthy. I truly do. And for whatever reason, if you're having any challenges at all, use your imagination. Imagine it so. See yourself where you want to be. See yourself doing what you want to be doing. See yourself having the money, the family, the home, whatever it is that you want, to you deserve to at least imagine that. And then if you do, you might find that miracles happen to you too. Because I can tell you that they do happen. Things that were never supposed to happen, healings that were never supposed to happen, savings, staying alive, things that just weren't meant to be happened to me and people I know, and greatness, miracles happen. So that's my last words for you. I love you guys. Yes, I'm sure.